why you should do business with China? And I believe there are a lot of reasons, but I pick the most important one. I think most of you are already doing business with China, and China is very big, 9,600,000 kilometers. And I think most of the Chinese companies that you'll be working with when you think of China are the coastal areas. Like Guangdong, we have more than 70 companies here from Guangdong province. And Fujian province, they have more than 40 companies. Zhejiang, more than 10 companies. And Shanghai, more than 70 companies. So this coastal area of China, they are the most developed area of China. And because of the large population of China, China has been overpopulated since 400 years ago. You know why? Because of the international trade. We imported, China's population was very small before 400 years ago, in the when Shakespeare's time, you know, because we only grew wheat, and that wheat, the production is very small, and we couldn't feed our people. And luckily, when we did the international trade, we had corn or maize, you call it, from America, and potato, sweet potato from Europe, and sweet potato grows fast and at a large quantity. So we are not starving anymore. We bought a lot of, so because we are not starving, the population grows tremendously. And so especially coastal areas, they started to go out, and they see opportunities. So with these developed areas, I think these people are the easiest to work with because they speak English, they have experience of working with foreigners, and I think most of you are already working with them. And what I see over the past 14 years is that a lot of new opportunities in the western area of China. In the, like this year, we have Hebei province, they have 12 companies, and we have some Gansu, which is in the west of China. They have more than 30 companies. They are, I think is in China, we have a notion, I don't know if you use it, it's called the Red Sea, is where there's a lot of competition, and because people compete with each other so much that some people die and there's blood in the sea. So because of the fierce competition, that is not the area where you want to go. Too much competition, the low price is not good, profit is not good. And the Chinese company really in the past few years have a new notion of blue sea, where there's a new opportunity, or maybe in the western area, you have the long tail theory. Yeah, when you see the area where previously people did not go, yeah, like the west part of China. And they are increasingly looking out to work with foreigners. And I think that is the area where you want to go. And why? Another opportunity that I think you can have a business is because they have the traditional way of making beautiful Chinese artwork, and they have the resources, they have the tradition, and they have the culture, deep culture of China. But what we lack in China is the innovation and the market insight. And if when you are here in the UK, you have the market insight, you know the trend for next year, and you know what is popular, you know the design, you know that instead of painting the Chinese 12 years of, in China we have the 12-year animal. Like I was born in the year of dragon. You see a lot of people with design of dragon or cat, mouse or cow or rooster. But you can use their technology, their workmanship to design for like the Mickey Mouse, like the Christmas gifts, yeah, or Santa Claus, yeah. So with that, you are able to sell them here with relatively fat profit, and they are also exporting. So I think that is what I want to tell you. And yesterday, I don't know if you were here, we have the Minister of Counselor, and we had opening ceremony in the afternoon, and we showed them around. Actually, there are quite a number of exhibiting companies here. They are already doing that. They are making use of the traditional way of doing things, and they make them, and the traditional Chinese culture, and they are making them commercialized products, selling them here. And some of them are already doing successfully, some of them are starting. Yeah, so I think that is what I want to, that is what I want to share with you, the most important thing. Like in Hebei province, they have the paper cutting, and that master is a third generation intangible art, and she has a studio, and they cut paper cutting. And if you do Mickey Mouse or Santa Claus, I think you are making good money. And when we talk to the companies, most of them, they say they are their export price is $6, but when they sell them at the retail store, they're 60 pounds. And when I talk to them, can you raise the price a little bit? They say, sorry, because of the competition, they are not able to raise their price. And where does the profit go? I think most of the wholesale and retail eat the profit. So I think that is what you are doing. And another company in the Hebei province, they have a traditional way of doing painting. You know what they do? They use, when I was small, we have stove, and you have a steel iron ore, small one, and you get the a choke out. That is very hot when it is in the fire, and they use that thing to paint on the wooden picture. You see, and some Chinese painters are very good at it, and literally they can paint any design you ask for, and at a very relatively low price. They can paint wooden, the wooden picture. You can use it on the floor, or they can do tiles, or you can use them for decoration, interior decoration. So things like this, we are confident. And that company, because of they have many factories in China working for them, and they have disabled people. Disabled people in China have I think maybe in the same here, they are very good at art because they cannot, the only thing they need to sit there and paint. And the Chinese government gives them the priority of hiring disabled people with no tax-free. So that makes the price very low, but disabled people can paint very well. I think that, and they are already starting from a small works shop, and now they are a listed company in Hong Kong. Yeah. So I think this is where you can work with them, and a lot of others. Like last year, we had some silk painting companies. Silk needle. Yeah, and they are also intangible art company, and they have a workshop, and they can knit. And I think last year they have a one needle piece of work, and they sell it to a German client at 300,000 Chinese yuan. That is 30,000 pounds, I think. Yeah, because it takes them half a year for people to do it. I think for a lot of Chinese people are doing this, and also Chinese tea. I think a lot of you like British tea. I think you have good brands like Earl Grey, like Twinings, you know. And I recently, in May, I visited Kenya. I didn't see here, huh? And in Kenya, I went to the retail shop, and they have they are selling twinning green tea. And I was very surprised. I thought twinning teas is because a lot of my friends who come to UK regularly or study in UK for some time, when they go back to China, they love British breakfast tea. They ask me to buy British tea for them, to buy here, bring them as gifts to China. And when I was traveling in Kenya, I was very surprised to see Twinings have now green tea. And where the green tea come from, you know? Zhejiang province in China. So I think if you, like this, if you buy the green tea in China and you make your own brand, you can sell worldwide, like the more than 50 Commonwealth countries. Yeah, as your brand, and you are earning the fat profit. Yeah, and also I remember last year we had a company from Guizhou province. Maybe a lot of you have not heard of it. Guizhou province is in the southwest of China, and because in the southwest of China they have mountains. I never had. I'm more than 50 years old. I never had a chance to go to Guizhou myself because it's far away. But because it's far remote and it's not polluted, okay, and they have green grass, trees, water, everything is beautiful. So I know that last year we had some Chinese tea, famous tea brand. They are also growing their tea in Guizhou province. But they, when they export them, they say we are Fujian 大红袍. It's called literally big red robe, like what I'm wearing. It's a very famous Chinese tea brand. But they are actually growing their tea in the western part of China. Yeah, in Guizhou province. You understand? Yeah. And like the one company I told you in Gansu, they are displaying there. What they are doing? They are doing handmade carpet. Handmade carpet. You know, in UK, the labor costs are extremely high. In China, because they have the advantage of employing disabled people for handmade things, and they are producing, they say, the best handmade carpet. I don't have the investigation if they are the best in China. They say they are the best. And the owner, they are exporting to Japan, to America, and they say they are using the traditional Chinese way of making the carpet. First, it is the best wool in China. And secondly, they are using the best traditional Chinese, what do you call it, dye? and that dye is natural. And the boss said the dye comes from Guizhou, where they paint their clothes, and the carpet becomes so top quality, the carpet itself, that they say the carpet can last for 2,000 years without losing any color. Yeah, it will like something that you can pass on to generation to your offspring as a gift. Yeah, and but that is not the best part of it. The best part of it is that I call it duplicating, and the boss says, no, I'm not duplicating. I am regenerating the Chinese culture. And they see, you know, in do you know about Shenzhen in China, southeast of China? And that is when I was small, China was a planned economy. When we started the what do you call it? When we started the reform and open door in the late 1970s, we had literally made a small fishing village called Shenzhen, which is neighboring Hong Kong, your previous colony, and make it now a booming city, okay? Because it's close to Hong Kong and it's open to the Western world, a lot of trade, a lot of manufacturing. And 1,500 years ago, the opening door of China, you know where? Is Gansu province. The city is called Dunhuang. In the late, literally it is in the 600 to 900, 600 BC to 900 BC, when China was not strong in the sea. I think UK was not strong at that time either. So people used the Silk Road to travel. We had a lot of Indians, and the Buddhism came to China from India. The Arabs came, and that city is called Dunhuang. That was if we compare it now, it will be the Shenzhen or Hong Kong of China in 600 BC. Okay, and if you have ever had a chance to go to China, I recommend that you go there, and you can see they paint a lot of beautiful grottos. You know grottos in the caves. The Buddhist, the beautiful fairy girls, you know, in the sky. They, you know, as part of the Buddhist culture. And now the Chinese culture, we have regenerated the life of these in a lot of our culture. And these people, you can go there later. They have some paintings, silk paintings, and regenerating the life of 600 years. Okay, and some 1400 years in the Ming Dynasty, in the Tang Dynasty, they painted they use the traditional workmanship of the what do you call it, carpet, and the price could be. Then the owner is so proud of it. He said, "I will not sell it. It is going to a museum. I don't know where the museum is." So like this, I think if you are going into the luxury business, you go work with them, create, you know, what you think, maybe Shakespeare's something, or that, or maybe Leonardo da Vinci's painting, you know, what do you call it, The Last Supper, with their traditional workmanship. You can make a masterpiece, and you sell it at millions of dollars or millions of pounds. So I think that is the opportunity for you, you know, a lot of opportunity like this. I'm not going to follow this, but later you can copy it. That is what I'm telling you, the opportunities that you can find with these Chinese peoples. And they are also very eager to work with foreigners, especially when you have a good sales channel and you have a good design, they are ready to work with you to use our traditional Chinese design and workmanship, and I think make profit for everybody. Yeah, so that is basically from I'm recommending for you from what I have been. And if you have any questions, you can contact me. And if you are trying to contact any thing, I think we can help you to partner up with them. And if you go to China, I think I can help you to plan a trip. And a lot of the exhibitions in China, they are so desperate for international buyers that sometimes I may have free accommodation in China for you to visit the fair, to visit the factory, and if you are lucky, I may get you a free ticket there. You know, they are desperate for foreign buyers, and or I can invite you to be a guest speaker at one of the exhibitions, and you can tell them how the success story that you are combining the Chinese traditional way of working things and selling them successfully here in China. Like I said, the other province I was mentioning, the Guizhou, they have thousands of years of history where they make traditional clothes, and they use like lush. They are use absolutely no chemicals. They are all using the natural substance they can find, the flowers or the whatever, I don't know. They dye the clothes, and they make beautiful scarf clothes, and they sell them in China. And I think if you combine their traditional workmanship and make it your design, I think also make great money. Yeah, and I think that is also best for you because of some of these small workmanship, craftsmanship, they cannot supply at large quantity because, you know, one person or two persons, or at least their villages, you know. So I think is the best opportunity for you to produce some really high quality, tailor-made, you know, for your clients. Okay, thank you very much. That is what I want to share with you. I hope it's a good insight for you.